Hello friends, it's me, and today anime style secrets influence. Let's check out style theory, how anime secretly took over the world of fashion. From a style theorist. Together, let's go. Let's go.
Big red boots, giant bows, unnatural hair colors, all of these trends have one thing to thank for their place in the fashion hierarchy: anime. But what helped anime reign supreme? I've got the answer, and I predict that only 3% of you can guess what it is. Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory.
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory.
The show that's ready for its magical girl transformation.
Sailor Moon!
You see, while everyone else was drooling over that unrealistically delicious-looking food that you find in anime, us style theorists were dreaming of one thing: the fits.
But having said that, I look forward to a food theory where, anime food. Santi, you got this?
Hair to the makeup to the iconic outfits, anime is a never-ending supply of style inspiration. Listen, you don't know how long I've been waiting to cover this, chat. The anime to fashion pipeline is a wild one, and one that most people don't realize exists. I get it. The idea of anime and fashion going hand in hand may seem a little bit ridiculous to anyone outside of the fandom space, but it's here, it's real, and even if you've never seen an anime, you haven't escaped its massive reach. So how has anime managed to take root in so much of our fashion culture? Editors, hand me that Naruto headband and find me yours red sweater dress, because it is time to embrace my inner anime protagonist as we dive into what has brought anime to the forefront of fashion. To do that, we need to take a look at
Oh, come on, let's do this.
where the two worlds first started to collide. Before fashion started to take a page from manga was taking its cue from the runways. In the 90s, up-and-coming manga artist Naoko Takeuchi started working on a story about teenage girls who transform into butt-kicking warriors from space. Yes, we are talking about Sailor Moon. We stan the queen of magical girls. While most of us think of the iconic Sailor Scout uniforms, the real revolutionary moment were the outfits the scouts wore outside of their battle attire.
Which is kind of awkward if you think about it. The target audience back then are right now mothers or even grandmothers.
She was a huge fan of fashion, and so were her characters. She wanted them to feel like ordinary girls you could see walking down the streets of Tokyo at the time, ones with their own personality and sense of style. In every episode of the show, when they weren't fighting the forces of evil, the Sailor Scouts were donning some new threads that were positively peak 90s. Bright, colorful pastels, overalls, and denim for days. But Sailor Moon didn't just gather the inspiration from the everyday wardrobes of the youth culture at the time, they were also into some haute couture. Princess Serenity's iconic white dress walks straight off Dior's 1992 spring-summer runway, taking inspiration from the Palladium gown. I mean, just look at it. The floor length, the puff sleeves, the bodice featuring gold embroidery. The reference was clear, and that was only the beginning. Takeuchi, also a huge fan of French designer Thierry Mugler, used him as inspiration for many notable pieces throughout the series. There's Sailor Saturn's black turtleneck that comes from Mugler's 1992 fall-winter collection. That same collection also inspired an outfit for Koan of the Evil Spectre sisters. Queen Beryl took notes from Mugler's 1992 spring-summer collection, featuring this little number with its trumpet-style dress and a crescent moon-shaped neckline. Iconic. Takeuchi would go on to reference many other iconic designers, including Christian Lacroix, Chanel, Versace, Yves Saint Laurent, and more. TLDR, if you see an amazing outfit in the Sailor Moon universe, the inspiration likely came from the designers of our world. However,
TLDR, these individuals are super creative, super awesome.
Sailor Moon wasn't the only anime to do this. There are other series that arguably took this to an even more extreme level. I'm talking about the criminally underrated manga turned anime from this era, Nana. Nana is the story of two girls named, well, Nana. One Nana, Nana K, shared the love of that late 90s and early 2000s fashion found in Sailor Moon, while the other Nana, Nana O, is pure punk royalty. From the black...
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Leather jackets, chokers, and belts that don't seem to hold anything up, her aesthetic is just perfection. perfection, though I might be a little biased. Nana O's iconic look comes directly from her love of real-life 70s British punk band, the Sex Pistols. Now, it's no exaggeration to say that the Sex Pistols were a key player in the rise of the punk movement, influencing not just people's taste in music, but their styles as well. The success of the Sex Pistols took this niche London subculture and made it mainstream. Of course, the Sex Pistols didn't invent the idea of punk fashion, but their music allowed for the talented work of British fashion designers like Malcolm McLaren and Vivienne Westwood to go international. Ai Yazawa, the creator of Nana, was in love with Westwood's work, and that in turn inspired her art. Much like the creator of Sailor Moon, Yazawa wasn't content with suiting her characters up in one outfit for volume after volume. She wanted her tough-as-nails punk rocker to feel like the punk rockers she idolized.
I mean, Amy makes a very good point. It's like, I'm glad that humans in general, we learn from our predecessor, our seniors, yes, our seniors. I nearly said ancestors. Seniors!
Clearly see Westwood's influence in many parts of Nana O's wardrobe, including the plaid suit jacket with large shoulder pads, her signature rocking horse platform shoes, her armor ring, and my personal favorite, the heart suit. Can I just steal all of this, please?
No!
Okay, fine. A girl can dream, can't she? Speaking of dreaming, I have
Oh my god, that sounds so auntie, you know? No take, only look.
I've been dreaming of the day I can finally tell you that we here at Theorist are launching a brand new project unlike anything we've ever done before. One that I think all of you anime fans are going to love. This is Lore-Fi, a lo-fi channel with a sinister twist. While you chillax to some killer lo-fi beats, you will also be uncovering clues alongside our main character Taylor as you try to solve a mystery and catch a killer. Listen to the music on Spotify, scour the videos on YouTube. You'll need all of it to solve this lo-fi ARG. Are you up to the challenge? You can get started by clicking the links in our description. Now, back to our previously scheduled anime programming. While we now know how anime took its inspiration from the world of fashion, it's now time to turn the tables. As anime took more of a hold in pop culture, you saw fashion trends start to take their cue
Sasuke!
from the anime it once influenced. The biggest place you can see it? Streetwear. The one most people are probably familiar with is the Harajuku style of Japan. This umbrella term covers a variety of subcultures. One is the kawaii aesthetic, heavily inspired by the art found in many shoujo anime, which is usually very colorful and feminine. You'll find these looks include a lot of ruffles, bows, and anything that feels very cute. The silhouettes here are usually soft and flowing, much like the ones found in series like Sailor Moon, Fruits Basket, or Cardcaptor Sakura. Others take more of a hard edge, leaning into the darker styles of Tokyo Ghoul and Ghost in the Shell. Think masks, high collars, and lots of black. These aesthetics rely
Oh my gosh! Oh, Tokyo Ghoul, that was... wow.
and clothing items made to resemble the more extreme fashion found in anime. It basically lets you become your own OC. However, you don't need specialty items to make you feel like you just stepped out of a manga. You can do it from your own closet right now. All over social media, you can find people creating outfits inspired by their favorite anime characters, and I'm not talking about cosplay here. These are creative, fun, wearable outfits that pay homage to the animes that inspired them. It's a trend that takes a page from another famous fandom, Disney. If you've been on the internet at all over the last 10 years, you've likely stumbled across someone posting their Disney-inspired outfit as they prepare for a day at the theme park. This outfit usually uses color blocking, patterns, and iconic iconography to give a nod to a Disney character. It's a phenomenon called Disney bounding. Disney bounding was born out of fans wanting to dress like their favorite characters while walking around the Disney parks, which was and still is against park rules. Disney banned adults from dressing as characters in their theme parks as a means of protecting young children who would not be able to tell the difference between an official character performer and a random guest. So fans got creative, and the market for clothes that hint at a favorite character boomed. And while this concept wasn't new,
That's a very good point. It's like it challenges us to be more creative in our outfits for that special occasion.
idea of bounding as your favorite character took hold in many other types of fandom, including anime. It's a trend that's only growing and gaining traction both in what people wear and how they style themselves. You can see it in the rise of popularity of unnaturally dyed hair colors, hair that mimic the bold, eye-catching styles like ones worn in shows like Sailor Moon and My Hero Academia, makeup that's meant to accentuate your eyes like using white or peach liner in your waterline, or clumping your lashes together to mimic those anime lashes you see on screen. It all got its start in anime, and it's now the cool thing to do. You even have big names like Megan Thee Stallion making her love of anime a part of her brand. She's known for putting together head-to-toe looks that call back to her love of certain characters. Heck, her most recent album is all about how much anime has inspired her and her style. It's no longer weird to live out your anime fantasy through how you present yourself. Man, I wish this had been the case when I was in elementary school and I spent a whole year wearing only striped shirts and puffer vests because I wanted so badly to be Android 18. Yet despite all of this, we still haven't found the key to anime's foothold in the fashion world. There's one place where both of these worlds truly come together. The thing that cemented anime as part of our everyday wear: merch. The well of anime merchandise runs deep. You can find plushies, keychains, homeware, cookware, you get the idea. Now, if we are going to go into the deep well of anime merchandising, we have to start with the big one: Pokemon. Back when anime was first making its way west, Pokemon was an unstoppable force. You couldn't
Gotta catch him! Pokemon?
go anywhere without seeing cards, toys, or, yes, apparel. From hats to socks, backpacks to t-shirts, it was hard to step out of your house without seeing one of these with a Pikachu just slapped on it. It was called Pokemania, and it was profitable. In the early 90s, Pokemon was reportedly making more money than the top 5 Hollywood studios of the time. That level of success opened the floodgates for more and more anime.
Oh, the big tree! Oh, the big tree! Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and the Pokemon and Dragon Ball is the OG.
To follow suit. Though while the merch was plentiful, it wasn't always fashionable. The most common item you'd see was a classic screen print shirt, which let you show off your favorite characters for an affordable price. And if you couldn't find your favorite anime character represented, worry not. Right alongside the shirt showcasing Fruits Basket, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Bleach were ones claiming your otaku status and letting everyone know you were an anime junkie. But if you were looking for something beyond your basic shirt, you were unfortunately out of luck. No tea, no shade. I also had quite a few of these shirts. This was not the age of your cosplay dress or your fashionable cardigan. However, you did have one other option: the infamous Dragon Ball Z button-down. They usually came in the vacation style with the loose fit and wide sleeves. You could find them everywhere your favorite anime DVDs were sold: Sam Goody, FYE, GameStop. Heck, I think I even remember seeing some in grocery stores. And don't forget your Spencer's Gifts. They love them there. And surprisingly, if you still happen to have any of those, these shirts are going for upwards of $300 on reseller sites now. Time really does make the heart grow fonder, huh? Eventually,
Wow. Really? I mean, really?
as the fans who wore these as kids and teens grew up and leveled up their personal style, the merch had to evolve along with it. Much like how Theorywear digivolved into Lumen, our fashion brand. Instead of being limited to the children's section or your local Hot Topic, actual big-name fashion brands were opening their doors to anime. Brands big and small were starting to realize that there was a gold mine just waiting to be tapped into, thanks in part to the sudden, easy accessibility of anime on streaming platforms. This access took it from something niche and brought it to everyone. The popularity of anime exploded in a whole new way. In honor of its 30th anniversary, Sailor Moon teamed up with French brand Maget on a lovely summertime collection, as well as Jimmy Choo for a line of shoes, bags, and accessories all inspired by the Sailor Scouts, which immediately sold out. I am still sad about it. And it's not just Sailor Moon. One Piece collaborated with Ape and Puma, and creator Ichiro Oda even created custom looks featuring Gucci for an issue of Elle Men magazine in China. By the way,
Oh my goodness, Oda Sensei.
Gucci loves itself some anime. Then you have Spanish luxury brand Loewe, who did not one but two collaborations with Studio Ghibli. And that's not even getting started on the indie brands. In the age of social media marketing, it feels like you can't open the apps without stumbling upon an ad for an anime-themed streetwear. And chat, I am not immune. I may be stalking the Atsuko website waiting for them to finally restock that pink Yu Yu Hakusho sweater. I have a mighty need. A mighty need! But it's not just classic shows like Yu Yu Hakusho making a comeback in indie apparel. Many old school shows like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Gundam, Digimon, and DBZ are making a comeback. And it's not just on clothes. Makeup companies are also jumping on this bandwagon, collaborating with the likes of Pokemon, Sailor Moon, and Naruto. Man, it's like all the shows from my childhood are here and cool again. And suddenly I have a wealth of things for all the stuff I grew up with. What gives? Well, I can tell you who to thank for that. The fans. We are in a golden age of anime appreciation. While Japan's known the power of anime for decades, it took a little while for the rest of the world to catch up. But to understand—
And look at the bright side, the fans grew up. They are the leaders right now. They are the champions right now. They are the winners right now. They are the breadwinner right now. And look, they are fans. So yeah.
why it's popular now, we have to go back to where the crossover started, in the late 90s and early 2000s. Back then, anime was still considered to be and marketed as for kids. It played every Saturday morning on things like Kids WB and Fox Kids. And when you got home from school, Tom was waiting for you. No, not that Tom. Toonami Tom. Armed with new episodes of DBZ, Sailor Moon, Tenchi, Gundam, and so many more. Those kids who grew up watching these shows never lost their love of them. In fact, that love only grew, just like they did. As these
See, exactly, and it's so hard to convey that message to the older generations, to the old uncle, aunties, old grandmother, grandfathers, to the old parents, in which they don't get it.
kids became adults and found careers, some of them found their way into the world of fashion and were able to combine their two loves into this wide range of options that you see today, whether that's through IP collaborations or just pure inspiration. Just like the creators of Nana and Sailor Moon once used popular fashion trends to inspire their art, they are now the inspiration for this new generation. I mean, we all remember the big red boots from Mischief that were inspired by Astro Boy, right? Those could only happen because those people grew up with a love of that anime. And the ones that didn't go into fashion now have the adult money to spend on the stuff being created by their peers. And I think we'll only get more of this in the future, because when it comes down to it, fashion, just like any other capitalist enterprise, is a business. If people want to spend their money to be able to feel like their favorite anime characters, the fashion labels will listen. I, for one, can't wait to see what inspires the next big wave of designers and fashion lovers alike. With new titles like Spy X Family collaborating with Dior, who knows, maybe we're on the verge of a new wave of assassin chic apparel coming to a closet near you. So now that you are armed with all of this knowledge of what came before, it's time to go out and dress like the anime protagonist you have always wanted to be, just like me and my girl Megan Thee Stallion. And if she says that anime is here to stay and slay, who are we to argue? But hey, that's just a theory, a style theory. Keep looking sharp. And if you want to go down another deep dive of fashion influence, click here to find out how Ken became a fashion icon.
Oh wait, I want to see the meme at the back. Your words can't hurt me. My shade are too Gucci. But hey, that's just a theory, a style theory. Keep looking sharp. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Thank you. Actually, thank you all so much. You guys are the best. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye bye.